Goldilocks and the Three Bears, A Tale of Respect. Once upon a time, there was a curious little girl named Goldilocks. She loved to explore the woods near her home. One sunny morning, she wandered deeper than ever before. Ahead, she spotted a cozy cottage hidden among the tall trees. Goldilocks tiptoed closer and knocked on the cottage door. No one answered. Feeling curious, she pushed the door open just a little. The smell of something delicious made her tummy rumble. Inside the cottage, Goldilocks found 3 bowls of porridge on the table. She tried Papa Bear's porridge, but it was too hot. She tasted Mama Bear's porridge, but it was too cold. Finally, she tried Baby Bear's porridge, and it was just right. Goldilocks gobbled up all of Baby Bear's porridge without even asking. She wiped her mouth happily, but didn't notice a tiny crumb trail on the table. Outside, the 3 bears were walking home from their morning stroll. After breakfast, Goldilocks noticed 3 chairs in the living room. She sat on Papa Bear's chair, but it was too hard. She tried Mama Bear's chair, but it was too soft. Then she climbed into Baby Bear's chair, and snap, it broke in 2. Feeling a little tired, Goldilocks tiptoed upstairs. There she found 3 beds neatly made. Papa Bear's bed was far too big. Mama Bear's bed was much too bouncy. But Baby Bear's bed was just perfect, and soon Goldilocks was fast asleep. Just then, the 3 bears returned home. Papa Bear rumbled, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mama Bear frowned, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Baby Bear squeaked, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." The 3 bears climbed the stairs and peeked into the bedroom. There they found Goldilocks, fast asleep in Baby Bear's bed. Goldilocks stirred, hearing their voices. She opened her eyes and gasped. Goldilocks jumped out of bed, her face red with guilt. "I'm so sorry," she cried. "I didn't mean to eat your porridge, break your chair, or sleep in your bed." The bears listened carefully, their eyes softening. Papa Bear crossed his arms and said, "Goldilocks, you must ask before touching things that aren't yours." Mama Bear nodded gently. "Respecting others' belongings is very important," Baby Bear whispered. "But I think she means it when she says sorry." Goldilocks hung her head, but then she looked up bravely. "You're right," she said. "I should have respected your home. I promise I'll never do that again." The bears exchanged smiles, impressed by her honesty. Mama Bear smiled warmly. "We forgive you, Goldilocks," Papa Bear nodded. Baby Bear jumped happily and said, "Maybe we can be friends." Goldilocks' eyes sparkled with joy at the thought. The bears invited Goldilocks to share a new bowl of porridge. This time, she waited politely until they offered. Baby Bear clapped his paws and giggled. "See? Much better when we share," he cheered. After breakfast, Papa Bear showed Goldilocks how to fix Baby Bear's chair. She held the hammer carefully while Papa Bear guided her. Mama Bear stitched a cushion, and soon the chair was good as new. Together, they tidied the cottage. Goldilocks swept the floor while Mama Bear dusted. Papa Bear stacked the firewood, and Baby Bear sang a cheerful tune. The cottage sparkled with teamwork. Then the bears invited Goldilocks outside to play. They played hide and seek among the trees and picked flowers in the meadow. Baby Bear laughed so much his tummy hurt. Goldilocks had never felt so welcome. As the sun began to set, Goldilocks knew it was time to go home. She hugged each bear tightly and said, "Thank you for forgiving me and being my friends." Mama Bear kissed her cheek, and Papa Bear patted her back kindly. Goldilocks skipped down the forest path with a happy heart. She had learned that respecting others brings kindness in return. The bears waved until she disappeared among the trees. Their cottage now felt even cozier than before. From that day on, Goldilocks and the three bears were the best of friends. They often shared porridge, laughter, and games. Goldilocks never forgot the lesson she learned. Respecting others' belongings made life so much brighter. And so, Goldilocks lived happily, always remembering to say sorry when she made a mistake. The three bears welcomed her as part of their woodland family. Their friendship grew stronger every day, and they all lived happily ever after.